Bush, now to the launch of a special series, Sisterhood, celebrating a really unique bond.
It just so happens to coincide with today's release of a new memoir by our own Jenna Bush Hager, her sister Barbara Bush. It's called Sisters First, Stories from Our Wild and Wonderful Life.
They are going to share some stories, and we're going to get to the bottom of it in a moment. But first, let's hear from the two people who probably know Jenna and Barbara the best, their parents.
Their grandfather was vice president when they were born, and a television camera showed up. And this is what's so pitiful. I tried to smile for the television camera after just having a cesarean delivering twins.
That's a lot of information to be sharing on the Today Show. When my dad came to Midland, Texas, the girls were like 3 years old, I think. And it was a political rally because he was the vice president. Jenna kept flirting with the crowd, maybe lifting her skirt.
I think she did lift her skirt.
Trying to get a laugh. Barbara was kind of taking it all in, was an observer. Jenna was a participant. It was kind of a reflection. Barbara's a little more reserved, and Jenna's pretty outgoing. It was an indication of their little personalities. First of all, there was a lot of rumors, and they were old enough to pick up on the rumors. And they kind of, finally screwed up their courage and said, are you going to run for president? I'm seriously thinking about it, girls. And they said, well, you're not nearly as cool as you think you are. And I said, it's probably true. And then one of them said, well, you're not going to win. And I said, yeah. But even if I don't, we'll still have a great family or something like that. And finally, Jenna looks at me and says, okay, go ahead and run and ruin our life. Well, Jenna wouldn't be on the Today Show had I not had such warm relations with NBC during my presidency. I thought I was thrilled because I knew she'd do a good job. I really was. Listen, I never tried to put my aspirations on them. My attitude about life was, we'll get you as good an education as we can get, and then get out of the nest and go make a life for yourself. And both girls have. They're great contributors. Makes me very proud. Here's my version. Henry says kind of awkwardly at Camp David, can I come by and see you? And I went, yeah, Henry, but I'm going to be taking a nap, so come by at like 3 o'clock. Henry comes in all duded up, and he says, sir, I want you to know I love your daughter a lot and all that. And I said, Henry, are you here to ask for her hand in marriage? He said, yes, I am. I said, fine, go tell Laura. He said, but sir, I've got 4 other talking points. He didn't say that, but it was clear he had this.
He wanted to keep talking.
He had this speech all worked out, We were thrilled. He's a wonderful man.
I hope that they just continue to have the great life that they've already had, and that they help people, which they already both have.
When your child is successful in helping others, makes you feel great. I mean, it's kind of what parenting is all about. So we're very proud of our girls.
We got a tear fest.
I know. Jenna and Barbara, welcome. Congratulations on this book. I know how hard you both worked on it. And it's not one of those, it's not a political memoir. No. It's not one of those, let's be safe, let's tiptoe around everything. You really pour your hearts out. Whose idea was it, and why did you decide to do this?
Well, I think it was both of our ideas. We talked about it. I was pregnant with Poppy, and we talked to Mila about how lucky she was going to be to have a baby sister. And I think we realized how empowered we felt because we've had each other in these big moments, like the inauguration when we were wearing 2 high heels and we were too young and we could barely walk. And in small moments, we've always had each other, and it felt really empowering.
Well, we love having Jenna around, and you're always like in the middle, you're always performing. I was cracking up at one of the stories where it said that you wanted to perform at the Republican convention.
She did.
You were 9.
You were 9 years old. So did she have a routine, Barbara?
She had a whole routine. I mean, she was desperate to be in Les Miserables for the majority of her life, and still probably is.
Yes, if they would take me.
If they would take her, she's willing. But she wanted to sing Put on a Happy Face at the Republican National Convention, and she performed for her entire family over lunch.
And who said no?
And my grandmother
said no.
Thought it would be better that she didn't.
Was that after the skirt lifting situation?
It was after. It was after.
There are a lot of funny stories in the book, but there are also some poignant stories. You talk about the fact it's never easy to write about war, especially when your dad is the one who took this country to war in Afghanistan and Iraq. But you tell a personal side of that, Barbara, that struck me. You're at Yale, and you're meeting with a professor's assistant.
Right. Yes. I did go to meet with one of my TAs at Yale, and I hadn't been getting great grades in the class. They were fine. But I went to go meet with her to find out how they could be better. And she said to me, I'll give you an A if your dad doesn't go to war in Iraq. And for me, of course, I couldn't have swayed the opinion of a country.
But how did it feel to hear those words?
I was really surprised. I think because, of course, I saw my teacher as an authority figure and figured she would have risen above this, or hoped that she would have seen me as just a student. And so it was uncomfortable, for sure. But something that definitely kind of taught me how you use your position well if you're in a position of power.
You write in the book, I mean, you talk about that, you talk about some hard things, you talk about some funny things. I know, Jenna, you know how much we enjoy discussing your arrest record here on this show. Just kidding, she never was.
Never arrested.
You were not, but you do tell the funny, you do talk about that funny story when you guys were wanting a margarita and you tried to show a fake ID, and you said what your dad said to you when you woke up the next day and you knew there was going to be a bad headline in the papers, and you called your dad and you said what he said to you is the beginning of any manual for presidential children. Tell us about that.
Well, we weren't that smart. I think we were told you can be normal, and we were. We had a very normal childhood, so we didn't really realize what it meant to be a president's daughter. There's no guidelines, and we just acted the same way, which included ordering a margarita, which was stupid because people recognized us, and we know that wasn't smart. But afterwards, I called my dad and I said, I'm so sorry that I embarrassed you. And he said, no, I'm sorry because I told you be normal, and that isn't what you can be. You know, you can't be what we thought. And it was embarrassing, but it also was this great lesson in parenting that you have to allow your children to make mistakes, and we've made plenty.
I watched you two at this book party that was held in your honor last night, and you stood up and both of you talked, and I've always looked at you together and think you're very different. Your dad kind of alluded to that. What ways are you most different? What ways are you the same?
I think we're actually more similar.
We're very similar. We like all the same things. We get joy out of the same things. We have a lot of fun. We love to laugh with each other. And we like having a full, adventurous life and loving people. So I think there's a lot that's very similar.
I think the difference is
She's a performer.
and Barbara's my audience and whatever. And it has been a great one.
Can't say it better than that. Jenna and Barbara, congratulations.
Thank you
so much.
Sisters
First. And they'll be back with Megan next hour. We'll look forward to that. If you want more about the book Sisters First, go to today.com/shop.
And you're coming to see Kathy.
Yes,
we are.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.